cheese. Okay, great. All right, do you want to tell me about the farm? What's the name of your farm? What's your last name?
Nelson.
Nelson?
Yeah.
And so your farms are Nelson Farms?
Yeah.
Hello everyone. Today I am at Nelson Farms, which is in Irasburg, way up in the Northeast Kingdom, just south of Newport. And I've been coming out here since summertime to tell the story of the Nelson family. Now, the Nelson family, they live out here and they operate two businesses currently. They are dairy farms.
Hi, I'm Dylan Nelson. I'm one of the owners here at Nelson Farms, Inc. We manage over 2,600 cows, both conventional and organic, and we crop about 5,000 tillable acres between the two dairies.
Cool.
This family farm was started by my grandfather a long time ago. We're aiming to keep that going, and hopefully the future generations to come are harvesting milk as well.
Hi, I'm Meg. I'm married to Dylan. We've been married for 8 years, and I've always been farming. And last year we had the opportunity to get into the organic side of dairying. So I run our organic division just across the street from Dylan's facility.
Why take the steps to go so far to build this new facility?
So we're coming out of a long history. My grandfather started with 13 cows a long time ago. And over the years, some of the technology progressed so much, and we were milking on many facilities to accomplish the same thing that one could. So our goal was to centralize, gain on a lot of efficiencies, whether it be labor, technology, machinery, and try to push through into the future.
Why is that?
Well, it's because we're being pushed that way. I'd say we have to compete sadly with our neighbors, and we also have to compete with the Midwest and the West, and to sell a product that we don't have control over the price. And the expression is we buy everything at retail and sell everything at wholesale. So we have to get bigger just to stay alive. And
simple economics.
Yeah.
It's astonishing, honestly. It leaves me a little bit lost for words in terms of how to explain the amount of technology that's happening here. Dairy historically has been an incredibly labor-intensive business. You need someone to milk all the cows. If you have a farm in the Northeast Kingdom, finding labor can be very difficult. So going high-tech and using a milking parlor like this is an extraordinary leap in productivity.
Every single cow wears an all-flex tag. You see the blue around their neck. And it's a simple collar. It's an accelerometer, the same thing that's in your smartphone, and it detects movement. And there are certain algorithms that as a cow moves her head one way or how much she moves through the barn.
Mm-hmm. So that really just maximizes your ability to take care of the cow's health at the individual level.
Yep. And the beauty of this system is that we're able to work with the cows, catch them quickly off of milking, work with them, and return them back to their homes. A lot of this technology allows us to manage individual cows on a large scale, but also leave them alone and just let them be cows.
In the conversation of dairy and dairy farming, we often get this narrative that gets pitched as if organic is somehow better than conventional. Now, the Nelson family operates two farms, one conventional right here, and the other organic, which is just down the road. It's the same family, the same philosophy. They care about their cows, they care about the land, they care about the product, they care about their consumers.
So this is our organic dairy, where we follow a different set of guidelines and rules, and we're certified for the organic market. So all of the feed and milk that's produced here is all certified organic. So this provides a little bit of a different product to more of a niche market, which is different than what we do on the big farm.
The perception around organic and conventional are that they're very different markets. And obviously the certifications and the requirements are different, but for the same family to run both, what's that like, and what's the philosophy, and
The philosophy for us wasn't really about the market so much as that it was more about the consumer. We see that we have all these choices when you go into the supermarket, and if we can bring you both and learn about a new way of doing things, that was our thoughts going into this. I gotta say, really, it's very different, but there's a lot of overlap. So on both facilities, we use technology, Allflex, that monitors the cows on their rumination and their activity. On both, we're getting daily data on each cow. So we're managing cows on an individual basis, and we're leaving them alone if they don't need anything. So it's huge because we can give therapies. We can give fluids, we can do other things that have nothing to do with spending money on drugs.
If you're thinking about maximizing output with minimal inputs, the conventional dairy is the way to go. But if you're more concerned about methods, probably the organic. But they're both safe. They both provide a different option for the consumer. We take pride and care in how we handle all of our milk. My family, we drink the raw organic milk from this dairy here, and I would do the same from the big farm. It's just simply this farm's a little closer. So.
One of the really cool things about the Nelson family is just how much the Nelsons let their boys be kids, like barefoot out on the farm, in the calf pen, running around, getting dirty. Farmers being farmers, kids being kids, raised out in the country. What else could you want? Can you talk about, if you're willing, being a mom, having 3 boys,
Sure.
And what that's like, letting them run around?
Sure. So I grew up on a family farm. Having the boys, the 3 boys, and we have another baby on the way, I just love seeing them run around and play in the dirt and get dirty and not worry about immunities and such. They drink raw milk, and it's awesome. They'll come in and they'll help me feed calves. They know how to do stuff already. They're 5, 4, and 2. So it's just really cool to see. Yeah. And it's certainly busy. I do a lot of my day happens in the very early morning, and then in the middle of the day during nap. but it's definitely a fun time.
Cool.
Yeah. My goal, raising children that have an appreciation for the land and a really core knowledge of where food comes from is really important to me. And then as far as just long-term legacy, I want to leave everything better than how I found it.
I hope our legacy and our hard work spans to the next generations to come and builds a profitable business that our kids can be proud to run and own and continue to deliver a high quality product, which is nature's most nearly perfect food.
I hope that the story of the Nelson family and how they operate both a conventional dairy and an organic dairy helps to illustrate that these are not wildly divergent philosophies. Rather, these 2 methods are simply different ways by which dairy farmers are working to adapt and survive in this crazy industry that dairy has become. Farming has always been an immensely difficult labor of love, and my hope is that by telling this story, the general public can have a deeper understanding and appreciation for the work that dairy farmers put in to keeping not only their herds healthy and their businesses thriving, but also being custodians of the environment and also trying every day to continue delivering high quality, nutritious product for us. One of the things I want to make clear to anyone watching is that, this whole time that I've been coming up to visit with the Nelsons, they have never once asked me to cut the camera on anything. They have not said, oh, please don't film over here, please don't show this or that. They are completely transparent about the way that they operate, both the conventional and the organic. And there is such a obvious sense of pride in their work and a immense sense of accountability to their process and the way that they operate. And it gives me a lot of confidence in them.